A journey from abandonment and homelessness to Harvard University, marked by pain, determination, and an extraordinary will to rise. Liz was born in the Bronx, to loving but deeply troubled parents. Both were intelligent, caring, and artistic, but also addicted to drugs. Their addiction consumed nearly every dollar that came into the household. Most days, there was no food in the fridge. The apartment was often cold and filthy. She and her sister survived on donated meals, or whatever they could find. Even as a child, Liz had to grow up fast. She learned to cook for herself, clean, and navigate an unpredictable home ruled by addiction. But the biggest wound was emotional. She loved her parents, yet she couldn't depend on them. Neglect meant Liz frequently missed school. She was teased for being dirty and hungry. Eventually, she skipped so many classes that she fell behind academically. Then came the turning point. Her mother was diagnosed with AIDS, a disease contracted through shared needles. Liz became her caregiver. At only 15 years old, when her mom died, Liz's world collapsed. Her father moved into a shelter. Liz had nowhere to go. She became officially homeless. Homelessness wasn't symbolic, it was literal. Liz slept on subway trains, in friends' hallways, in parks, on stairwells. She ate one meal a day, sometimes less. She froze in the winter and lived with constant uncertainty. Yet through all of this, she watched other teenagers go home to parents and beds and hot food. She had none of that. She felt like a failure, convinced she was falling into the same cycle as her parents. One day, after returning from another night spent outside, Liz saw her life clearly. I am not going to end up like this forever. She made a decision that would change everything. She would go back to school, but this time for real. Liz found a high school that accepted students with difficult backgrounds, but she wasn't given any special treatment. She worked harder than anyone else. She studied on the subway. She did homework in hallways. She slept in stairwells and woke up to take exams. She completed 4 years of high school in just 2, earning near-perfect grades. Still homeless. Still hungry. But now, unstoppable. A teacher encouraged her to apply for a New York Times scholarship for exceptional students overcoming hardship. Liz arrived at the interview with no home, no parents, no financial support. But she also arrived with top grades, fierce determination, and a story unlike any other. She won. That scholarship became her bridge to a future she once never believed she deserved. With the scholarship and her academic record, Liz applied to Harvard University and was accepted. Walking onto the campus felt surreal. She had slept on concrete. Now she walked through ancient halls of one of the world's greatest universities. Her life had transformed. Liz later became a motivational speaker, an author of a best-selling memoir, and a passionate advocate for at-risk youth. Her life became a symbol not just of survival, but of redefining destiny. Liz Murray went from sleeping on subway trains to studying at Harvard because she refused to let her circumstances define her future.